Hi guys, this is Mamian. Let's continue the ratio of your endocrine system questions. Number 16. Nahida with a diagnosis of Addisonian crisis is being admitted to the intensive care unit. Which findings will the interprofessional healthcare team focus on? Select all that apply. A. Hypotension, B. Leukocytosis, C. Hyperkalemia, or D. Hypernatremia. What's the best answer? For this one, we are looking at hypotension. And we're also looking at hyperkalemia. And why is that? Guys, kapag ikaw ay may Addison's disease, may tatlong bagay na babagsak sa'yo. Bagsak ang iyong glucocorticoids or ang iyong cortisol. Tama? Bagsak ang iyong mineralocorticoids or ang tinatawag nating aldosterone. Tama? Bagsak din ang iyong tinatawag natin na androgens. Okay? SSS, your sugar, your salt, and your sex hormones. So, pag bagsak ang sugar, you will get hypoglycemia. Pag bagsak ang salt, okay, you will get blood volume will go down, you will get decrease in blood pressure. Kaya nga ang sagot natin is hypotension. That's because of bagsak si aldosterone. Now, what I want you to know is that if bagsak si aldosterone, bagsak si salt. The relationship between your sodium or your salt and your potassium, they are directly opposite. Tama? So, dahil bagsak ang aldosterone kay Addison's disease at bagsak din ang salt, what happens is tumataas ang potassium. You get hyperkalemia. And guys, every time you are asked with an electrolyte imbalance sa Addison's disease, guys, ang tinatanong talaga ng tanong sa'yo is kung alam mo ba na nagkukos yan ng hyperkalemia. Because hyperkalemia is very deadly, no? It can cause cardiac dysrhythmias. Tama? So, that's one of the very important questions you have to know regarding Addison's disease. Okay? So, yan, hyperkalemia and hypotension. Those two can kill your patients. Okay? So, next item. 17. The nurse is performing an assessment on Kazuha with pheochromocytoma. Which assessment data would indicate a potential complication associated with this disorder? A. A urinary output of 50 ml per hour. B. A coagulation time of 5 minutes. C. A heart rate that is 90 beats per minute and irregular. Or D. A blood urea nitrogen of 20 milligrams per deciliter. Okay? Guys, to know the answer, dapat alam mo kung ano si pheochromocytoma. Si pheochromocytoma, guys, that one, it is a tumor in the adrenal medulla. Okay? A tumor in the adrenal medulla. And what this tumor does is that it will increase your catecholamines. So, remember who your catecholamines are? Your epi and norepi. These are your catecholamines. And, di ba, si epi and norepinephrine, they are the ones that functions when you have your fight or flight response or your sympathetic nervous system. Tama? Yes. So, what do? They will increase your body function. Tataas ang heart rate, tataas ang blood pressure, okay, in the presence of your catecholamines. So, that makes your Charlie the best answer. A heart rate that is 90, although 90 is still in the normal range, but look, it's irregular. What could be causing the irregular heart rhythms? Maybe it's the stimulation of your epi and norepi in the cardiac tissues, making Charlie the correct answer. Mo, urinary output of 50 ml per hour. Tama ba yan? Yes, that's normal because the normal urine output is 30 to 60 ml per hour. Coagulation time of 5 minutes, is that correct? Yes, okay, that's still within the normal range, 2 to 5 minutes. And then blood urea nitrogen of 20 milligrams per deciliter, that's still normal, no? 15 to 20 milligrams per deciliter is the normal blood urea nitrogen. Next, number 18. Yay, Miko has just been admitted to the nursing unit following thyroidectomy. Andito na naman tayo sa thyroidectomy. Which assessment is a priority for Yay? A, hoarseness. B, hypocalcemia. C, audible stridor. Or D, edema at the surgical site. Okay? Oh, and the best answer is what? Audible stridor. Guys, you follow the ABC concept, you will get this right. Airway, breathing, circulation. Saan dyan ang airway concern natin? Audible, stridor. When you have stridor, you know that breath sound, stridor? Pag may stridor ka guys, delikado yan. Because you only hear stridor, okay, when there is an upper airway blockage. Pag ang binablock or narrowing, blockage or narrowing, pagka liit, okay? Lumiit ang upper airway mo. So, pag nag-narrow yan, is that delikado? Yes. Is that an airway concern? Yes. Okay? So, stridor, yan ang airway concern natin. Hoarseness, hypocalcemia, and edema at the surgical site, they don't present an ABC just yet. No ABC problems just yet. Hoarseness after thyroidectomy, this is expected yan guys for 1 to 2 weeks. Okay? If ang boses ng pasyente mo is ganito, this is expected for 1 to 2 weeks. Okay? Hypocalcemia, is that expected? No, hindi siya expected. It is also one of the concerns. But then again, when you're asked about the priority, you deal with the ABC. Okay? Hindi pa life-threatening si hypocalcemia as compared to the narrowing of an upper airway or your audible stridor. Okay? Edema at the surgical site, do you expect edema post any kind of surgery? Yes. Okay? Generally, guys, when you're dealing with post-op conditions, diba, we consider edema normal and expected post-surgery. So, that's all. Next, number 19. A nurse is assessing NILU with a diagnosis of diabetes insipidus. For which signs indicative of diabetes insipidus should a nurse assess NILU? Select all that apply. Anong meron? Diabetes insipidus. D, I. Okay? So, select of the apply. Excessive thirst, increased blood glucose, dry mucous membrane, increased blood pressure, decreased serum osmolarity, decreased urine specific gravity. Okay? Sagutin natin. Guys, DI or diabetes insipidus. Sabi nga nila, shortcut dito is meron kang dami ihi. Okay? Dami ihi. Or if hindi ka komportable sa dami ihi, gawin mo dehydrated individual. Okay? Dehydrated individual. So, piliin mo lahat dyan ang may dehydrated individual signs and symptoms or dami ihi. Excessive thirst, uhaw na uhaw ka kasi ang dami ng ihi mo or dehydrated ka. Tama? Yes. Next, increased blood glucose. Oh, does diabetes insipidus has something to do with sugar? No, the problem is not blood glucose, but the problem is your antidiuretic hormone. Okay? Antidiuretic hormone. Ang nangyayari sa diabetes insipidus, antidiuretic hormone sobrang bagsak. Wala ka ng antidiuresis or antidiuretic or anti-ihi. Kaya nga, ihi ka ng ihi, dami ihi, and sa sobrang dami ng ihi mo, naging dehydrated individual ka na. Okay? So, mali ang bravo. Next, dry mucous membrane that looks like a dehydrated individual. Tama? Yes. Increased blood pressure. Dehydrated ka, wala ka ng halos tubig sa katawan, ang blood pressure mo, it will drop because of drop in blood volume. Okay, so mali ang delta. Next, decreased serum osmolarity. Guys, ano lang, if you are dealing with questions na may osmolarity, osmolality, they are the same. You just link osmolarity with the term concentration. Concentration lang yan. Okay? So, osmolarity, osmolality, simply put, concentration. So, anong sabi dyan? Mababa daw ang concentration sa serum or sa blood. Tama ba? Mangyari ba yan? Pag ikaw ay dehydrated, halos wala ka ng tubig sa katawan. Anong nangyayari? Concentrated or hindi concentrated ang blood? concentrated ang blood. So, decrease or increase, mataas dapat ang concentration, mataas dapat ang osmolarity or serum osmolarity sa blood kapag ikaw ay dehydrated. Okay? Mataas ang concentration, making echo wrong. Decrease urine-specific gravity. Ito pa. Okay? Specific gravity, osmolality, they all mean concentration lang po. So, pag sobrang dami ng ihi mo, ano yan? Concentrated or not concentrated? Not concentrated. So, sobrang dami ng ihi mo. So, decrease urine specific gravity, mababa ang specific gravity, mababa ang concentration, siya ngang tama. So, alpha, Charlie, and Echo, F para, Foxtrot, they are the correct answers. Okay? Next, number 20. Al-Haytham is admitted with a head injury. Okay. The nurse identifies that Al-Haytham's urinary retention catheter is draining large amounts of clear, colorless urine. What does the nurse identify as the most likely cause? Ito pa. Guys, pag may mga ganitong placement ng questions sa endocrine system, isa lang ang gustong alamin ng tanong na to. Kung alam mo ba na pag a patient suffers a head injury, alam mo ba that it can cause either SIAD or diabetes insipidus? Isa lang yan, okay? Either of the two, it can cause, okay? Pag nagkaroon ng head injury ang patient, it can either cause SIAD or DI, diabetes insipidus. SIAD or syndrome of inappropriate antidiuretic hormone. Or SI, small ihi. Or DI, dami ihi. Okay, yun lang yun. So, ano yan? Ano nangyari kay Al-Haytham? Ang retention catheter na draining large amounts of clear, colorless urine. Ang dami niyang ihi. Saan yan? Dami ihi. Diabetes insipidus. So, ano yan? What's the most likely cause? Increased serum glucose. Is it about glucose? No. Again, it's about your anti-diuretic hormone. So, mali na ang alpha. Deficient renal perfusion. Does it have something to do with kidneys? Wala, kasi ulo niya naman ang nauntog, head injury, not kidney injury. Inadequate ADH secretion. Okay? The best answer, saan dyan? It's Charlie. Inadequate ADH secretion. Kasi nga sabi nga natin, pag ang ADH or anti-diuretic hormone, anti-ihi hormone mo, pag ang anti-ihi hormone mo sobrang taas, you will get small ihi. Pero pag ang anti-ihi hormone mo sobrang bagsak, you will get dami ihi. Kasi anti-ihi siya eh. Eh di, dadami ang ihi mo, DI. Charlie, inadequate ADH secretion or your diabetes insipidus. Okay? Next, number 21. A nurse is assessing Hu Tao with the diagnosis of diabetes insipidus. For which signs indicative of diabetes insipidus should the nurse assess Hu Tao? Select all that apply. Ano sabi natin guys? Diabetes insipidus, dami, ihi, DI, or dehydrated individual. So, alin dyan ang dami ihi or dehydrated individual? Ay, naulit yung tanong, no? Excessive thirst? Yes. Increased blood glucose? No. Dry mucous membrane? Yes. Dehydrated individual. Increased blood pressure? No. Kasi wala na siyang halos fluid sa loob ng katawan. Decreased serum osmolarity? Less concentration ba sa dugo? Mali. Concentrated ang dugo, sobra. And then, wala bang decrease ang concentration sa ihi? Kasi sobrang dami ihi? Yes. Best answer is alpha, Charlie, and Foxtrot. Okay? Next, number 22. After a head injury, Kokomi develops a deficiency of antidiuretic hormone. Ayan, wala siyang hormone na nagpapastop ng ihi. Bagsak. So, anong ina-expect natin? What should the nurse consider about the response to the secretion of ADH before assessing Kokomi? Serum osmolarity will increase. Urine concentration will decrease. Glomerular filtration will decrease. Or is it a tubular reabsorption of water increases? Okay? So, tinatanong dito ano ang physiology, ano ang function ng ADH sa katawan. And the best answer is that it's delta. It will increase tubular reabsorption of water. Okay? Anti-ihi siya. So, pag pinipigilan niya ang ihi mo, pinipigilan niya anti-diuretic hormone ang ihi mo, it will reabsorb water. Where? In the tubular part of the nephron, in the tubules. Okay? So, delta ang tamang sagot. Next. Number 23. A nurse is caring for Ayaka who had a hypophysectomy. For which complications specific to this surgery should the nurse assess Ayaka for early clinical manifestations? A. Urinary retention. B. Respiratory distress. C. Bleeding at the suture lines. Or D. Increased intracranial pressure. And guys, ano bang sabi ko? Hypophysectomy, that's the removal of the pituitary gland. So, pag tinanggal mo ang pituitary gland, my next question is, nasaan ang location ng pituitary gland? It's somewhere in the brain. Tama? If you do anything related to the brain, guys, anong sabi ko kanina? There's two complications you're looking for. Increased intracranial pressure or CSF leak. Dalawa lang talaga yan. So, anong best answer dito? Siya ngang tunay, delta lang. Okay? Increase in the intracranial pressure. Kasi removal of the pituitary gland, the pituitary is located somewhere in the brain. And pag ginala mo ang brain, the risk of increased intracranial pressure is the complication. That's number 1, increase intracranial pressure, and number 2, CSF leak. Yan lang talagang dalawa ang hinahanap and tinetest sa'yo ng ganitong klaseng tanong. Okay? So that's the best answer for number 23. Number 24. A nurse is caring for 2 clients newly diagnosed with diabetes. Shanha has type 1 diabetes and Venti has type 2 diabetes. The nurse determines that the main difference between newly diagnosed type 1 and type 2 is that in type 1, okay, in type 1, what's the best answer? The best answer is Charlie. Complications are not present at the time of diagnosis. Yan si type 1. In type 2, pag nag-diagnose ka ng type 2, madalas may complications na, guys. Why? Ang difference talaga nila is that ganito. Type 1, type 2. Si type 1, you get this at an early onset. Meaning, medyo bata ka pa, less than 30 years old, ma-diagnose ka na ng type 1 diabetes mellitus. Kasi ang problem is, really, your pancreas does not secrete any insulin. So, early on, na-detect na natin yan. Okay? Pero si type 2, guys, si type 2, this is because of your lifestyle. Okay? So, kain mo ng cakes, ng mga whatever. Okay? Ano nangyayari? Tumataas ang sugar sa katawan mo. Madalas, the findings, because of the lifestyle behavior of type 2 diabetes mellitus, you already have complications. Okay? Look at other choices. Onset of diabetes is slow. Okay, saan yan nangyayari? That's type 2. Medyo matagal-tagal pa. May ipon mo muna ang lahat ng kinain mong sugar. Okay? Excessive weight is a contributing factor. Where do you see that? In type 2. Okay? Dahil sa lifestyle niya, siya ay medyo mataba. Okay? Treatment involves diet, exercise, and oral medications. Saan ka nagda-diet? Saan ka nag-exercise? Kapag ang patient mo ay medyo mataba at may problema sa lifestyle. And that's type 2 diabetes mellitus. Charlie is the best answer. Number 25. DLUC is scheduled for an adrenalectomy, which nursing intervention should the nurse anticipate will be ordered for this client? A. Administer IV steroids. B. Provide a high-protein diet. C. Collect 24-hour urine specimen. Or D. Withhold all medications for 48 hours. Okay? So guys, every time you will do adrenalectomy, that's the removal of your adrenal glands. So when you are going to remove your adrenal glands, you have to supply one of the most important hormone, okay? And that's, you have to give your cortisol replacement. And that's what? In the form of your steroids. You give steroids kasi tatanggalan mo na siya ng source ng steroid, which is the adrenal gland. So anong best answer dito? You have to give your IV steroids. Alpha. Give your IV steroids. Next, number 26. A nurse is caring for Mona with a diagnosis of Cushing syndrome. Why should the nurse monitor Mona for clinical indications of diabetes mellitus? Okay, anong best answer? Best answer for this one is Charlie. Glucocorticoids accelerate the process of gluconeogenesis. Okay? Di ba tawag natin kay cortisol? It's your glucocorticosteroid. steroid. It's the steroid that has something to do with sugar. Kaya nga, glucocorticoids. Guys, ito lang ang gusto ko. Wherever cortisol goes, sugar follows. So, every time there is increase in cortisol, for example, in stress, tumataas ang cortisol mo. Tumataas din ang sugar mo sa katawan. Okay? Kaya nga, di ba, kapag ikaw ay nasa stress, nagsa-stress eating ka din, okay? Kasi tumataas ang sugar sa katawan mo, tumataas din ang demands for sugar in the body, okay? So ano yan? Glucocorticoids, it accelerates the process of gluconeogenesis. From the word itself, gluco means sugar, neo means new sugar, and genesis is the birth, okay? Birth of new sugar. So, magkakaroon ka ng mas maraming paggawa ng sugar. That's it for number 26. Next, number 27. A nurse is assessing Jean with Cushing syndrome. Which clinical findings can the nurse expect to identify? Select all that apply. Okay? Ano problema sa Cushing's, guys? SSS, sabi nga nila, di ba? You have your sugar problems, you have your salt problems, and you have your sex problems. All of them, they will increase. Okay? So, mataas ang sugar, may hyperglycemia, mataas ang salt, mas maraming blood, mas mataas ang salt, mas maraming tubig sa katawan, hypertension, mataas ang sex hormone. So, mas mataas ang sex hormone na ano? Testosterone. So, mas marami kang, okay, testosterone, ikaw ay magiging hairy, manly. Okay? Medyo lalaki tingnan. So, hirsutism included. Menorrhagia included ba dyan? May problems tayo sa menses? Okay, wala. Walang na-mention. Next, buffalo hump. Tama ba? May buffalo hump siya. Okay? Mukha siyang snowman. Remember? Tulad lang sabi natin kanina. Yan si Cushing's. Next, dependent edema. Okay, magkakaroon ba siya ng edema? Yes, because of too much salt. There's too much water causing your edema. Next, migraine headaches. O, wala. So, the best answer is hirsutism, buffalo hump, and dependent edema. Okay? Yan lang ang meron. Next, number 28. Sucrose is diagnosed with Cushing syndrome. Which clinical manifestation does the nurse expect to increase in sucrose with Cushing syndrome? Ano ang tataas? Okay? Sugar, salt, and sex. They will all go up in Cushing's. So, anong tataas? Tataas ba ang urine output? Okay. Tataas ba ang glucose level? O, sinong potassium immune response? The best answer is tataas ang kanyang glucose. Okay? Kasi nga, increase ang sugar, increase ang salt, increase ang sex. Okay? Next, number 29. A nurse is caring for Amber who is scheduled for bilateral adrenalectomy. O, both ng adrenal glands niya tatanggalin natin. Which medication should the nurse expect to be prescribed for Amber on the day of surgery and in the immediate? O, ito na naman, guys. Every time you are asked kung ano yung medication na ibibigay sa taong tatanggalan ng adrenal glands, just think cortisol, okay? Or steroid, corticosteroid. So, we are going to give steroid or cortisol. Because steroid is cortisol. So, ano yan? Delta, hydrocortisone, succinate. Cortison. Sounds like cortisol. Okay? Yan na yung steroid natin dito. And last item, SAIU with a tentative diagnosis of Cushing syndrome has an increased cortisol level. For what response should the nurse assess SAIU? Okay? Ano sabi? Mataas ang kanyang cortisol. So, pag mataas ang cortisol, mataas ang kanyang sugar. Alin dyan ang mataas ang sugar? Okay? Wala. Na-mention na mataas ang sugar. Pero ano pa ang pwede nating i-analyze? Hypovolemia, saan yan? Pag medyo mababa ang kanyang salt. Tama. So, Addison's disease. Hyperkalemia, mababa ang salt. Addison's disease pa rin. Kasi opposite ang relationship ng salt and potassium. Hypoglycemia, mali. Di ba dapat hyperglycemia? Okay? So, ano ang tamang sagot, guys? Delta ang best answer. Kasi, di ba, mataas ba ang cortisol, ang salt, aldosterone, and ang sex hormones kay Cushing's? Yes. Giving delta the best answer. Hypernatremia. Okay? Hypernatremia. Kasi, di ba, mataas ang sugar, mataas din ang kanyang salt. Ito na yun. Okay? And mataas din ang kanyang sex. Saan yan? Kay Cushing's syndrome. Okay? So that's all for your endocrine ratio. Hope you learned. Bye.